In my last video, I talked about how it is literally impossible to buy a DML brand new directly from DeanGuitars.com, as every listing available is either on back order or just completely sold out entirely. And to make matters worse, trying to buy one secondhand is no easy task either, as the prices on the likes of Reverb are just out of this world crazy. If you want to see more on this, I'll leave a link down to that video in the description below. Now, thankfully for me, after checking on Reverb for the last couple of weeks, day after day, I did finally come across a listing that not only the price was reasonable, but it was practically tailored to me. And I'll explain. It had everything I was looking for. It's my favorite color Dean. It has a Floyd Rose special. And then most importantly, my favorite thing about it, it came pre-installed with Dimebag Darrell's signature pickups from Seymour Duncan, which couldn't be absolutely more perfect of a listing. Then after hitting the buy it now option almost immediately, the guitar is finally here. And I just want to take some time to go over it and show it to you guys. Now, normally I would do a restring and a full setup, but I got to be completely honest here. Upon opening the box, not only the setup, including the bridge, was absolutely perfect, the guitar was actually in tune out of the box. You know, take my word for it or not, but you know, when I first opened it and just strummed it, I was like, what the hell? That's crazy. Like, that's actually nuts. But I mean, the guitar was so well packaged, like professionally done. It was taped up nicely. There was no damage to the box. And then not only that, the seller actually took the time to leave a note saying that the bridge was locked due to safety reasons during the shipping, and to enjoy after doing some fine tuning, which I honestly really didn't have to do because this thing was in tune literally as I took it out of the box. You know, which is such a nice touch that this guy actually took the time and care and want to make sure that the guitar actually got safe and sound to the customer. So this isn't a sponsored video by Reverb or the seller or anything, but I got to give a huge shout out to the guitar department over on Reverb for the amazing buying experience. And you know, if you do happen to come across this video and watch it, you know, thank you so much for the guitar. It arrived absolutely perfect, and I freaking love this thing, man. Thank you so much. You know, do yourself a favor, if you do plan to buy on Reverb and you're afraid of getting scammed, this guy's the real deal. I'll leave a link to his page down in the description below if you want to check him out. All right, so now let's go over the specs of this guitar. So this is a Dean ML 79 Blue Burst with a Floyd Rose special double locking tremolo. It is a mahogany body, with the neck being made of mahogany as well. And pardon me if I butcher this, the fingerboard is made of Pau Ferro. It also came pre-installed with Dimebag's signature pickup set, the dimebucker in the bridge, and believe it or not, in the neck position, it is actually a Seymour Duncan 59 bridge pickup. According to the description, that's what Dime preferred. He wanted a super hot pickup in the neck position to give that extra warmth and thick tone. The neck is 24 3/4 scale length with 22 jumbo frets. Now, I'm not sure if the frets are stainless or not. There wasn't anywhere that says that they are, so they're more than likely just regular nickel frets. But upon closer inspection, the fretwork is phenomenal. I mean, the frets look nice. They're super polished and incredibly shiny, and they feel really good to the touch. And the weight of this guitar is relatively light. I would say this guitar is probably in the 7 to 8 pounds range, which is also nice. Nobody likes to play a heavy guitar live. All right, now let's go ahead and plug this guitar in and hear how it sounds. I'm gonna start us off using Dimebag Darrell's signature plugin from IK Multimedia, and then afterwards I'll use a different plugin just to give you two examples of what it sounds like with Dimebag's tone and without it. But all right, let's go ahead and check that out. right, so now let's go over the different pickup selections of this guitar. We're going to start off with the bridge pickup. All right, middle pickup. All right, now the neck pickup. Man, this neck pickup sounds so good. All right, even though this guitar is obviously catered to the metal player, still want to show off some cleans. We're still using the Dimebag plugin, but we're going to start with the Dimebucker. I'm not a huge fan of how the Dimebucker sounds on clean. You might hear why, but let's give it a go. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of how the Dimebucker sounds by itself on clean. It's a little thin sounding. All right, but moving on, now we're going to do the middle position. All right, now moving on to the neck. This is just the Seymour Duncan 59. All right, now we're going to run through it again with a different plugin, just to give you another example that isn't Dimebag's tone. This time, I'm going to be using the ML5 from Amped. It is pretty much the Mesa Boogie Mark V amp in plugin form. Again, another great metal and rock sounding amp. But all right, let's start us off on the bridge pickup, which is just the Dimebucker. All right, moving on, the middle position. All right, now lastly, the Seymour Duncan 59 in the neck position. All right, now we're going to do some cleans, still using the same plugin, the ML5, just switched to the clean channel. There's no effects, no reverb, no delay, and we're going to start with the Dimebucker in the bridge. Yeah, a little bit of high output there, and I'm not even clipping. That's just straight up a clean signal with the pickup. But all right, moving now to the middle position. Definitely a lot more tame than just a dimebucker, as you heard. That last chord strummed pretty clean without breakup. But all right, now moving on to the neck position, which is just the Seymour Duncan 59. All right, so real quick, I want to show off this bridge standalone because I want to highlight how well it holds tuning, and I'm not going to be doing any snap cuts, so if I mess up my words, that's going to be why. But this is a Floyd Rose special, and I know a lot of people give it a bad rap, but from my experience, at least on this DML, I think this bridge is amazing. It holds tuning really well, and it feels super smooth and easy to operate. But like I said, this is going to be a straight through one take, no snap cuts or editing whatsoever. But first, I'll just show you that the guitar is in fact in tune. All right, now let's do some dime squeals and just really put the bar under use. All right, now let's check the guitar. All right, so this was my review and demo of this DML 79 that I ended up scoring on Reverb. I absolutely love this guitar. The playability is perfect. The Dimebag signature pickups sound awesome, and they're like the perfect pickup for anything high gain. And like I said in my last video, I do theorize that at some point, I do believe that Dean guitars will go out. You know, I hate to say it, but given everything that's going on with them, especially since they lost their lawsuit against Gibson, and now they're putting in a petition to try to get this trademark canceled. You know, if that happens, it is definitely the end for them. So if you do plan to get a DML, I would recommend grabbing one secondhand while you can. The prices have come down quite a bit on Reverb. So like I said, I would definitely jump on one now. Don't wait, because if they do end up going out, the prices are going to absolutely skyrocket. And that's if you would even been able to find one. So just some food for thought. But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the video. And I'm trying to reach 10,000 subs by the end of 2025. So if you want to help me out, do yourself a favor, make sure to hit the subscribe button now. And of course, leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you have a DML, share your thoughts and opinions. I would definitely like to hear that from you guys. But all right, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.